Hello, ladies. Yvonne, I sent you an invite, um, but it's probably easier if you just click on the request on the bottom left. I'm not sure how familiar you are with spaces, but you have to be on your phone. You can't be on a PC or a desktop or anything other than your phone to join us and speak with us here in the spaces. So if you need to switch over to your phone, no problem. Go ahead and do so, and we will, you know, do some house cleaning things while you do so. Are you there, ma'am?
Yes, I am here.
Oh, awesome, perfect.
Come on, Puerto Rico.
Hello,
Oh,
Donna. Hello, Sherry.
Hello, Yvonne. How are you, lovely?
Very good, and apologies for previous occasion. As you all know, I have three kids, and it gets hectic here. And my
No,
times were really late, so we
no
had to
worries.
reschedule. But I love the maturity that you and Donna are so chilled, like sisters to me. So that's big.
Well, we're happy you were able to join us today, and it was
Yes.
an easy fix. Unfortunately, your kids were sick and you were exhausted,
Yeah.
and nobody can blame you for skipping a space under those circumstances. And here we are. It's rescheduled, and it's going to be great.
Yes.
Hey, Donna, how are you, lovely?
yeah, I'm good and just picking James up
Okay,
as per usual at this time.
okay.
Hello, Puerto Rico. Love you, my darling.
Love you, Donna. And
I I want to give you a little proper introduction before we dive into all the Malta Poker Festival information you're
yes.
going to provide us. So, first of all, this is Yvonne Monte Montealgre. Am I saying it incorrectly? Because I'm
No,
horrible with
no, it's
names.
it's
Montenegro.
two words, and Donna just nailed it. Monte Alegre.
Monte Alegre.
Monte
You can
Alegre.
forget it.
Yes, that's good.
You can forget me ever remembering that because I'm horrible with names.
No,
But
no
I'm
worries.
gonna try. And Yvonne claims her home country is Costa Rica,
That's
and she
right.
now resides in Malta.
That's right.
She is the founder of the Malta Poker Festival, and of course, we'll dive into that in a minute. Originally, Yvonne's profession was a psychologist with a special degree in neuropsychotherapy, which I think that we can all agree we probably need her in spaces to her expertise in that field. And I've just gone ahead and muted everyone because the background noise is so loud, and I want to give Yvonne a proper introduction. So bear with me for just a minute, you guys. In 2009, Yvonne hosted the first Punta Cana Poker Classic. She convinced powers that be to host the Battle of Malta. Our guest has a Hendon Mob live earnings total over 16,000 with her best live cash just over 9,000 for her 10th place finish in the EPT $1,100 freeze out. Yvonne, Donna, and I work very hard to promote women in poker. She and I hold positions with the Women's Poker Association, or WPA. She's at the top of the realm of our international subgroup, and we are thankful she is because she is a strong voice and hard worker in the poker community. Um, I would like to welcome Yvonne to the show. Thank you. Yvonne,
Thank
you'll
you.
have to
Thank
click
you so
there.
much for welcoming me in such a warm way with an intro. I mean, the psychology, I studied it, and I'm a psychotherapist, graduated. I got a scholarship, and so on. But my passion, when I discovered poker, I mean, it was just incredible.
Tell
I
us
did
that journey,
events
Yvonne.
in Costa Rica, and I started Punta Cana Poker Classic with the people of ACR now, Phil and all. Well, actually, they joined later. I was the beginner of Punta Cana Poker Classic with their funding, and we did great stuff. I mean, I'm Costa Rican, so I used to have a lot of money for charity. You know, these big companies, I would tell them, listen, guys, I mean, taxation, and there's not a license in place, but you have to contribute to the community. And they did, and we did amazing things. So I learned that being a capitalist and playing poker, I could get faster my results. Uh,
Right. And tell us how you got pulled into the poker world. Like, what was your first introduction to poker, Yvonne?
well, I've been a marketing director, and I started in the classic Mad Men kind of ad place, and then I went into a travel agency and all very brief stints. And then I ended up in the office of sportsbook.com, thanks to my mom. My mom told me that they had told her, "Oh, we need someone like you, but you don't speak English." And she's like, "Yes, my daughter." And when she said it to me, I said, "Oh, mom, come on. I just came from graduate studies in psychology in Barcelona. And
Right.
yeah, but then I decided, because psychology was not giving me any pleasure. It's a hard life. Shout out to all shrinks out there, because it's a hard thing. So
Right.
I became very passionate about marketing poker with Paradise Poker. And remember that whole Costa Rica vibe it got? Well, their headquarters were in Costa Rica. I had my best friend Kimberly doing their events. We were having a lot of fun, working hard and enjoying uh, the branding making and so on. So I did that with them, and then I started doing events, and I loved it. But at some point with Phil Nagy, I was involved into the creation of the code of ACR in a way. So I've dabbled in all aspects of poker, from customer service even. I love to do VIP customer service, is my favorite. I love it to be on the phone and have so much rapport with people. It's fantastic.
Well, and you're great at it. And I love that. And tell us a little bit and if you don't want to, it's okay to, tell me, we're not going to discuss it. But tell me what you're feeling about the recent exposure, the recent talks, the recent articles, and, even gossip about what's going on with bots and ACR. What's your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts is that the promotion was terrible. I mean, and that's a classic Phil Nagy moment. He's a very temperamental and very spontaneous, or even precipitado a bit. So yeah, that was a Phil Nagy moment, that promotion, because then they ask to reward somebody that can find or make a bot, and then when they do it, they don't pay and withdraw from the promo. That's the part I criticize the most as an organizer. I'm not going to talk about the
Right.
ethics of ACR, who plays upon their own will. Uh,
Right. And at their own risk, right?
exactly, and at their own risk.
Risk and
We're all
reward.
adults here. There's a lot of content out there, and I would love that ACR sponsors my MPF. So I just would criticize the Phil Nagy moment move.
And I don't think anybody would disagree that that was a PR nightmare,
Totally.
and it was, and it was not a well thought out
Yeah,
plan. And
exactly.
why are we promoting the building of bots? I'll never understand. But you know what? It is what it is, and
Yeah.
I'm very glad that he supports you and supports the Malta Poker
No, he
Festival.
doesn't. He doesn't yet.
Oh,
No, he doesn't yet.
okay, gotcha.
But
Well,
let's talk
hopefully he
about the
will in
Malta
the
Poker
future.
Festival. I have so much to
Yes,
talk
let's go.
about it. Okay.
No, tell us the exact dates are April.
Yeah, April, the last week of April, so it's the 22nd to the 29th. A Monday to Monday, a beautiful week in Malta. The weather in Malta in spring is my favorite. There's not too many tourists, but yet the sun shines and all Europe is cold. And Malta, you can use some clogs, jeans, relax. There's tons of restaurants, amazing, great value for money. We eat so well here in Malta. We are so lucky, and I love this island so much. I've been living in Malta for 20 years.
Oh, awesome.
Imagine changing Costa Rica for Malta. I mean, it has to be special, right? And
Of
it is
course.
really my second home, has seen my children. It's safe. The food is off the hook. The people are friendly. The poker community called Malta Poker Fish. Big shout out to Antoine de Giorgio. Having that site, that page is
Yay!
amazing. He loves Donna, who doesn't? And so big shout out to the community because I'm seeing the community again grow. I'll tell you, there was an event last weekend, the Unibet Open. I came second on the side event. So hot.
Nice.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
And Unibet, and we have all kinds of
Well done.
friends at
Thank you.
Univet, right? Kat and the guys,
Correct. So I was there all
Dara, and
weekend to support them, and I was already my
awesome.
minus 600 plus a free bullet from the satellite. I was starting to feel it was too much. And then this win puts me in a positive EV to enjoy my poker as a player too. So, with that
Awesome.
said, I think of the schedule alongside with Jonathan from Porto Maso Casino, and of course our technical partner, Ludo's Academy. Danilo de Berardinis is fantastic. So Danilo, Jonathan, and I have put this schedule, and it's bomb. It's amazing.
Tell us some highlights of the schedule,
Okay,
Yvonne.
the best bomb I'm gonna drop. I should have leave it for later. Donna doesn't even know this one. So
Secret is safe
Oh
with
yeah,
my
us.
so
God, here we go.
So we
Here we go.
we are going to do a day one, in a location that is not Porto Maso Casino, in another live location, in another country. And this is so cool because then you play that day one, like if you were in Malta, and then you pass to day two in Malta.
Well, that's exciting.
Exactly. And the chief leader of the London event will get free Hilton five-star hotel. Free. So it's a super promo and it will be played tan 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 drum roll at the Hippodrome, the most legendary, iconic casino in Side London. It's incredible.
London, yep.
Yes. So London MPF is going to have the first day at the Hippodrome, something like in March. I'll say in March. Yes. And
Okay.
yeah, so players of that day one in London qualify, the 15% qualifies to go to day two already in the money to Malta. And the
That's
and the chief
amazing.
leader of that day gets free hotel, free five-star hotel. Donna, tell us about the hotel. Do you like it?
I love the Hilton Hotel.
She's so scared.
It is so much fun. I mean, just looking out on the balcony, I mean, I've been lucky to stay there a few times and I've had beautiful views of the sea. I mean, the first time I got there, I got in bath and I'm 5'6¾", and the bath is like 6 foot something. So like I lean back like you do, thinking you're in your own bathtub. Zoop, went straight underwater, thought shit, I'm drowning.
Well, just so folks know where Malta is, it's off the island of Sicily, just so people get some kind of geographic
Correct.
location
In
for
the
those.
south of Italy, near Sicily, in the middle
Right.
of the Mediterranean.
Which is just beautiful. The pictures
Yeah.
that come out of Malta when people go there to play in Yvonne's events, the pictures are just
Oh,
beautiful.
well,
So I
they
highly
filmed here
recommend.
Gladiator. Gladiator 2 has been just recently filmed here in Malta. The scenery is fantastic because it's Mediterranean, but it has a lot of British. So it just makes
Right.
the whole thing so interesting. And my MPF, Malta Poker Festival spring schedule, has a lot of that flavor, that Maltese flavor. The arts are a lusu, which is a classic Maltese boat, and it's yeah, it's crafted with love. So then after,
Well, tell us some more about your events that are on your
yeah,
schedule.
well, after the Hippodrome, that's only warming up because then the 22nd of April we have a big opening satellite live at Porto Maso Casino. And then Tuesday, we start with very cool action. We have a Sviten special tournament. Then we have a Classic Texas at 9 p.m. So Tuesday is going to be packed. There's a satellite as well to the MPF Grand event. So there's quite a lot of tournaments running, three tournaments running and cash games. And then Wednesday, we have the classic Betson One Bullet, sponsored by Betson. It's a freeze out. It's beautiful. It's 170 euro, 25 minutes levels, and it's a freeze out. So the game is so different and so much fun. Then we have Horse 5, hosted by Jean David. She's coming all the way to
Love
host
her.
this event. A lot of people love
Love
her.
her.
I've had such
Love her.
great feedback. Listen, even in the community, some people that used to work at poker stars with her would not, I would not have contact her, but because of Jean, all the way in a different area, these people are connecting, and I love that. She's created something special.
And I'm going to tell you, you could not have picked a better ambassador to come to your event to host that event. She is just a great ambassador,
Yeah, I've
and
heard.
I've never heard anybody say a bad word about her, and that is a great ambassador to
Yeah,
invite. So that's awesome.
yeah. So then, after Jean's Stellar Wednesday, that also has a satellite, there's a lot of satellites, and the satellites are big, so there's a lot of tickets. They get very exciting. And then Thursday, we have my German great partner, Bounty Hunter Days Malta, with a 230. It's a bounty, but it's not progressive, it's just regular bounty. And then we have a satellite to the grand event, and then we have a satellite to a super high roller event. This year we put a super high roller. Let's see, let's see what happens. And then Friday, my favorite event right now at MPF is the grand event, obviously, and the mystery bounty. This event is my favorite, has prime time. I hired the model of the banner, everything. I love this concept. Mystery bounty happens Friday, and it's a tournament everyone's starting to love. Last time we had something like 500 runners, and check this out, the guy that won the biggest bounty for 10,000 won the tournament as well.
Oh, amazing.
Yes,
I love your passion. I love your excitement. You know, to be doing this for so many years and still to be excited about it says a lot about you. And I love the fact that you're willing to take a chance to try something different. That's also speaks volumes about your leadership and your willingness to not only listen to poker players, but to do right by them. So kudos to you, Yvonne.
thank you. I love that ethical part as much as I can. If I make mistakes, of course, in personal work, whatever. But I think the way we communicate is, in that sense, the poker industry can be very generous with a lot of mentorship and a lot of uh,
Of
nice
course.
people as yourself. Sherry, you're spectacular as well.
Well,
Just
thank you.
uniting people. I remember that time I saw you at the Win, and you handed me this souvenir, which was a hand cream that I really needed. It was such a beautiful moment, and it made my day so great. And I thought, that's what it's all about. It's a competition, but in that sense, we need to enjoy the ride in life in
And
general.
build yeah, and build those relationships. And I really appreciate those kind words.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you were sick that time you were
Yeah.
visiting the States, and I felt so bad that you were. But I'm glad our paths did cross so I could meet you for at least a moment that trip. So thank you again for your
Wonderful.
kind
Yes, it
words.
was one of the only times I left the room. And then I played the ladies' event freezing, like with
I
fever.
know.
Jesus, two bullets.
I know, and I felt so bad for you. Listen, tell us what a traveler to Malta for the Malta Poker Festival, besides the great poker and events, what kind of things are they going to see in Malta? Like, what kind of things are there to do?
Oh, there's so much stuff to do. We're surrounded by water as an island, so a lot of catamaran trips, sunset. It gets very beautiful here. And we have a lot of off felt activities. that we host, and with our expertise, we get the best prices. So let me tell you that the catamaran private one for MPF players, last time Maureen Blochlinger directed it, and it was a success. And players paid like 60 euros. Now it's going to be like 70 because prices increased, but it's still very affordable for a half day
Oh,
private catamaran trip, etc.
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That's a great
Then
price.
there is one that Donna made famous with her infamous pose at the cannons. I don't know how they didn't arrest her because it's not allowed to get on top of a cannon, I think, in public display. It's a statue. Uh, so shall we go back to my schedule because the most exciting part is coming?
Sure,
Is the most exciting
sure,
part, okay? So
sure.
then,
You go right ahead. We are never done until you're
all
done.
right. So then, Jean David is one of the hosts on Wednesday with the horse. She's known as the queen of mixed games. So it's super exciting. Then we have the German action on Thursday. But then Friday, we start getting personal with the Mystery Bounty. And there's an event close to my heart. It's called the Friday to Stack, hosted by Rolf Arne Beckstrom. My friend has been diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he's a fantastic member of the Norwegian community. So we are going to do a tournament, and for every 10 of the sign up fee, tournament fee, we're going to donate to the cancer research. That's his wish. And it's going to be a great event full of heart and hope and good wishes, and that one's close to my heart. That one's Friday at 7 p.m. So we're having prime time and donating to the Cancer Research Foundation in Norway. It's going to be very nice. And then there's a meetup game hosted by none other than Lupe Soto. Can you believe it? There's so many stars coming.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's going to be a great event.
Uh-huh. And then Saturday is the ladies first. This project is so close to my heart. We've broken records for some years as being the largest field in women's only event in Europe, and that happens because we do a lot of satellites, and I do a lot of satellites with the gaming community in Malta. So
I love it. Promoting women in poker. Love it, love it,
yes,
love
and
it.
the ladies first is hosted by none other than Carrie Jane Craigie, and it's powered by Lips. But Carrie Jane Craigie is the powerhouse behind the Hippodrome in London. She runs the whole poker operation. I'm in awe with this woman. She's also part of the WPA International Board as the Race It Up program manager, and she's gonna do incredible things. She just got a scholarship in diversity and inclusion. So Carrie Jane is the one to talk. I even asked her, Carrie Jane, how do I say this? Everybody, them, this, what is the proper way? And the conversations you can have with her are exquisite. It's a luxury for me to have her as part of my team in the Women's Poker Association International. So shout out to Carrie Jane hosting the ladies first, our event on Saturday, which
Awesome.
gets packed. We have champagne. We have a ball. I play it several bullets, several bullets. I'm a total enjoying of the game. Although one,
Yvonne is the fish of the ladies' event, just an FYI.
although one time I came heads up with Chris Reed. True, Donna?
Yeah, no, I remember. You
Yep,
guys had
true,
a great battle.
Mm-hmm.
true.
It was a really great battle, and it was fantastic. So that battle happened on Saturday, which is the ladies first, hosted by Carrie Jane Craigie and powered by Lips. Then we have the APAT Maltese Championship at 5 p.m. We have the High Roller Satellite. The main event continues. There's even a turbo at 9 p.m. And then we go on Sunday. And then the Hendon Mob Championship starts. The APAT continues days two. And now we have the MPF Seniors event hosted by none other than Buddy VLC from Global Poker Community. Buddy is fantastic. His coverage online is exquisite. So Buddy won it last year, and he is a great host. Um, So we're gonna have that event, and I'm excited
Awesome.
with him traveling all the way from Canada to make it. He's starting to become an ambassador for Malta, and his community is really a great source of information. He does a fantastic job with that, and it makes me think. You don't necessarily need to be out there in a video, but just providing great information is a super service to the community.
Absolutely. And I'm happy to say that I see Buddy's listening to us, so welcome. But he came to my meetup game at the Aria, so I was excited to meet him in person in Vegas.
Yes,
So that was fun.
yes, he did pitches, but I'm pretty upset about something of that meetup. Let me tell you.
What
I
happened?
need some pitches. They had these jars, man, and I've never tried this thing. And I was begging, please, one jar of peaches. And
Oh, she wants the peach salsa. Okay, I'm
yeah,
going to tell you what. Donna is coming to my house next week.
okay.
So I will send a jar
Mm,
back with her, and she can bring you a jar of peach salsa to Malta.
that's excellent. Thank you so much, Sherry. I love
You bet.
food gifts, are my favorite. uh, we played Secret Santa in the family, and I asked for like a coffee, this, and they're like, "Are you doing your market shopping list or what?" But
Right?
yeah, so seniors event on Sunday. Seniors is 50 up, uh, and I cannot play that category by far. Let me add the commercial. No,
Well, because you're only 22.
Oi,
I mean,
exactly. No, I'm
oi,
so close to being a senior. Oof. I don't. Oof. But so
oi.
far I cannot play it. Let's give that teaser. So MPF Seniors, hosted by Buddy. I'm excited about that one. I can't wait to play it in 15 years. Just kidding. So
you're so
then
funny.
MPF Grand Event Day 2 resumes at 5 p.m. on Sunday. And then we have a deep stack for which I'm looking for a sponsor. ACR.
ACR,
Matt Savage, WPT.
um,
WPT, Matt Savage.
yeah, I mean, with WPT, it was a pity. I had a super nice satellite, but I didn't have enough runners because we made I made a mistake. Yeah, it didn't contain a hotel. So how are you gonna play in Malta, win a buy-in, and there's no hotel, no flight? Like it really doesn't
Yeah,
make
that's
sense.
unfortunate.
So we
Right.
couldn't run the satellite. I learned a lot from that experience, and I'm looking forward to see what I can do with WPT because I think that WPT is doing an amazing job. Uh, I
Absolutely.
enjoy as a player.
I think they're leading the way, Yvonne. They're definitely leading the way.
Well. In some senses, the guaranteed stuff, I have enough experience to advise people that a guarantee is a guarantee, 250, 500, and then 1 million. If not, stay safe. Maybe your own well-being as an organizer is better than a crazy guarantee. And I'm not just saying this to WPT. I digress. But in their case, guaranteeing 40 million, it could have been 30 million. What's the difference? It's so I think sometimes in poker we get a little bit hyper on money. So I would like to see a little bit more conscientious investment so that the industry thrives. So I have my own point of view with every operator in the world and so on. We can go all
Right.
days. But anyways, I'd like to continue with my beautiful schedule.
Please do.
And then we have on Monday the final tables of the Hendon Mob that has a special Maltese flag. I know some people, this is a thing. Some people are chasing Hendon Mob flags. I didn't know. It's so cool. And shout out to Maureen Blöcklinger, our friend, flag hunter. She's on the list, like, I think, very close to Daniel Negreanu, even. Uh, Something like that. I
Yeah.
saw her her ranking, and it was quite up there. So she's
Yeah, she has like 17. I did when I interviewed her, I actually researched it. I think she has like 18 flags now or something.
okay.
It's like it's amazing.
Fantastic. So this Hendon Mob Championship in Malta gives you a special, very unique flag that is not only the Malta flag, but it's their own Hendon Mob Championship flag. So it's a really special event. They are going to give added on top of the prize at the Malta Poker Festival for the winner of the Hendon Mob Championship. He gets a package, another package to go to Cape Town with hotel, super value to play this event for,
Very
yeah,
cool.
for only 250 euros. And the service that Portomaso has, the room has the colors of the Hendon mob. It's beautiful. That's Sunday, and that's Monday, and on Monday we will crown the MPF Grand Event Spring Edition winner. That, in my opinion, is gonna take like 100K, could be. Yes.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about your price points on your schedule, Yvonne.
Okay, this is has always been. Keep in mind, I'm a player, so I'm designing. This is my dream. Is what I like to do.
Right.
This is not a triton. I'm not even trying to compete. Actually, when I clash EPT Monte Carlo, I think it's great because it's a total different price point. Uh,
Right.
if I have to clash somebody, which is not ideal, but that's another story, and it depends on the availability of conference room and so on. But yeah, over 12 years working with Portomaso Casino, I've designed these low buy-in, super fun, playable structures. If you see, we try to give chips. It's 30K here, 30K there. It's and the grand event is 50,000 starting stack. It's a super playable stack.
And I wanted to make sure that we talked about that so people will know, um, just how you're running your tournaments. So you prefer to do the deeper stack, which I think is awesome, especially for those that are traveling so far, right?
Well,
And
let me interrupt
go ahead.
out there and just give a shout out before I forget, but it's the superpower of the grand event. The grand event is powered by Unibet Deep Stack Open, which is Alex Henry. And Alex is very emphatic on making a deep stack. So he is the one, it's so beautiful because in the discussion we have, uh, we get passionate and everybody defends their point, and this structure of the MPF grand event is designed with a lot of thought, and Alex has immensely contributed to the success of Malta Poker Festival with his great defense always of the bigger stack on the grand event. So,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
so the grand event has 300,000 euros guaranteed, and you buy in with 550. The
Nice.
levels start on day ones at 40 minutes with a 50K stack, and you can re-entry until level 10, and you have 2 re-entries per day. So it's very playable. 50K, 40 minutes, and then when you move on to day 2, it's 50 minutes. So
Very nice structure.
yes, I think because we're growing so much, I cannot make it 45 or 50 or 1 hour. Last year, I think it was 1 hour at some point. But um, then the structure itself has been adapted to make it more playable. And that aspect has been our technical partner, Danilo de Berardinis, um, contributing with his expertise on levels, chips. It's a great team behind this. It's a great team behind this.
Well, and that's why it's so successful, right? Because you guys have been working out the kinks every year. You work out a kink and it just gets better and better. And people love coming to your festival. And it's a huge feather in your cap in the poker world. Like you've just done such a great job, Yvonne.
Thank you, but it's I am the catalyst, but there are a lot of people involved in one way or the other.
Of
And in
course.
that sense, for me as well, as a human, as a mom, what I like to do is go to the casino. I need to live in a city that has a casino and a poker room because that's what I enjoy nowadays. I love to play instead of that's my outing. So
Right.
for me as well, it's important that the community is thriving uh, as a personal lifestyle wish. If
Right.
this makes sense.
No, it does.
Mhm.
No, I get it completely. Now, before I move on, are you done with all of the highlights you wanted to talk about for your schedule before I move on?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I just didn't want to leave anything out that you wanted to cover as far as that's concerned. Now, I'm going to bring up something for our listeners because when Donna came into Vegas, her and I met at the Graceland Chapel. And so many of our listeners will remember us telling the story about a friend of ours coming into Vegas, and we went to a wedding and we saw Elvis marry a friend of ours. Well, Yvonne is that friend. Yvonne got married by Elvis in Vegas, and it was amazing. And thank you for the invite.
Ah, I'm glad you made it. You and Donna. Donna was super invited, and when she told me she was at yours, and it was a great thing. Although we didn't want anything big, this was not
Right.
my first rodeo. I'm a mom of three, so we wanted a practical thing. And it ticked all the right boxes because it was so easy and now it's in English, validated. They're professionals. I love the Americans. The Americans, when they do something, they do it so professional. It was perfect. Um,
It was amazing.
yeah, and shout out to Donna for her wedding
Yes.
gift was amazing because I was not gonna buy it, but she did, and that was great. I love it. I love to have it, and my family feels connected because of that gesture of Donna. It was a great moment.
It was a great moment. And, who doesn't want to watch Elvis marry a friend, right? And
Yes.
it
Love you,
was just,
crazy. Love
go
you,
ahead, Donna.
crazy woman.
And it was amazing and it was fun. And, unfortunately, Donna was tired from driving, and I mean, not driving, from flying in. And I was just tired after a long day. But I'm going to tell you something that put pep back in our step in no time at all. It was amazing. So thank you for the invite. And, I can check that off of my things to do list in Vegas. See Elvis marry someone.
Oh, that's
It
cute.
was amazing. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I play a little game for those that have listened in the past. I do something called rapid fire. Are you familiar with this game, Yvonne?
No. What did you just
Okay.
say?
It's called rapid fire.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give
Is it
you
okay to say bad words if something slips? I'm
yes.
trying hard to
Hell yeah.
restrain myself.
Oh yes, you say whatever words you want to use. But what I'm going to
Okay.
do is I'm going to give you two options, and you have to choose the one that you like or prefer or want.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is wine or champagne,
Wine.
online poker or live
Live
poker,
poker.
Costa Rica or Malta.
Oh no, I cannot do that. Sherry,
You can say pass. You can say pass.
I can say what?
You can say pass.
Pass.
Pass. Granny panties or thong?
Thong.
Gucci or Louis?
Gucci.
Thank you for playing. That was pretty painless, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm glad I didn't answer that one. I mean, it's like, yeah, you can't do those things.
Of course not. And, it's just the fun of the game, right? And
Yes.
by all means, anytime we're talking about anything, you can, redirect and say, no, thank you. We have no problem with that. So,
By the
um,
way, are these new listeners? Should we recap a little bit?
we will, but I need to do some house cleaning things first. First, I'm going to give a little shout out to our sponsor, Elevator Results. If you need help losing weight or gaining weight, check out Elevated Results for your tailor-made plan of action for those either weight losses or weight gains. So Elevator Results. Also, don't forget about our meetup game at Best Bet on February the 12th. We will have our first Spaces live feed table. It's going to be a deep stack 1-3 no limit with a minimum buy-in of $300 on the live feed table only. The other tables will be just 1-3 no limit with a min buy-in of $100. We have tons of stuff for Splash the Pots, like gift cards and t-shirts, and we're going to have some Best Bet swag to give away and some local chocolates from a chocolatier in Jacksonville. So the Splash the Pot should be tons of fun. If you need hotel information, DM me. I'll be happy to get that to you. Also, there will be $400 high hands every half an hour starting at 8 p.m. Again, that's the meetup game at Best Bet on February 12th at 6 p.m. DM me if you need more information than that. And yes, as Ivonne alluded, we're going to go back to speaking about the Malta Poker Festival, which is April 22nd through 29th for those of you just tuning in. And Ivonne, go ahead and give some highlights.
Well, thank you to our new listeners. My name is Yvonne, and I founded and I direct the Malta Poker Festival because I fell in love with Malta, and I come from the poker industry. So it's a no-brainer. Malta is just beautiful. It's a beautiful place to be. It's cheap, in my opinion. I mean, eating out is certainly very well priced, and you have your wine. They are a wine country, so there's wine and it's very affordable. You can eat very well. There's even Michelin stars, like our host of the MPF seniors, Mr. Buddy from Global Poker Community. He loves his Michelin tryouts, and there is for him there. So you find everything in a walking distance, with a little beautiful cozy bay called Spinola Bay that is so emblematic, iconic. The water is like glass, and you have these Maltese boats called the Lusus. It's just a beautiful sight. The Lusu has like an eye, and it means like taking care. You know, like the Turkish eye, like beware of your enemies. So they have that iconographic things, those iconographic things, and it makes it very special.
And let's not forget to mention it's right off the coast of the island of Sicily, just to give a little bit of a geographic location and reference for those that may not know. It's right off the um, south end of Sicily. So
Correct.
give us some
And
highlights about your schedule. Let's just do a little recap and we'll go from there.
great. Our Malta Poker Festival Spring will span from Monday 22nd to the Monday 29th. So it's from Monday to Monday, the last week of April. And it starts warming up with satellites. Tuesday, we have a Sviten special and a Texas Classic, all for under 200 euros. Then Wednesday, we have the Bets on One Bullet. And then we have Horse 5, hosted by Gene David and satellites. And then Thursday, the MPF Grand Event kicks. And It's a 550 euro buy-in with 40-minute blind levels on day ones, 300,000 euro guaranteed. And it's a beautiful event. It's friendly, and it's so beautiful because it's very friendly at the beginning, but as the game progresses and the week progresses, they start taking it seriously because the prize pool starts building up. I bet we're totally going to smash the 300K guarantee, I'm hoping. I mean, you can never know because there are acts of God, you know. Let's not even bring them
All
into
right.
the thought, but you know, so you can never be certain about anything. But if we do our job and we don't have any hiccups, I think that guaranteed is going to be smashed because I hear so many people are traveling for this from all over Europe. When you're freezing in Scandinavia, you can take this break, come to Malta, play live, play online in your hotel. It's beautiful for poker players because although some pros are not into perhaps this low stake event, but because they can play very good quality live poker and then they can relax and play online and enjoy Malta with better temperature, that's also a draw. So in that sense, I think the Malta Poker Festival is a whole package. Is in the felt but off the felt too. Eh,
Absolutely.
And Malta, of course, helps us with that. It's a fantastic location. For Americans is beautiful because if you have Italian roots, it's a very nice trip you could take and end up in Malta that will take you. In reality, Malta, with 3 good days, you can really see the island. It's small. So there's a lot of things to do, but you can do poker and you can do sightseeing and you can be active. And the Hilton has a great gym too, our property, our
Right.
venue. And the other hotels have fantastic gyms as well. So all over, you can have a very nice week at a very affordable price. And right now, we're having satellites, online satellites at unibet.com. So they have steps, and you can enter for as little as €10. So it's you can qualify online. They have packages for hotels and everything. So we're running online qualifiers.
I'm
Also,
so glad you mentioned those online satellites.
also stay tuned with our Facebook and social media because we do promos, and the latest promo we have is by Main Event Travel, and it's one package worth over €2,500 that includes 5 night accommodation at five-star Hilton Hotel, the 550 buy into the grand event, open bar at the casino. It's beautiful. The nightclub entry, everything. So we throw promotions here and there. So stay tuned with us with our socials because we do stuff. And Sherry, you're one to share. So um, please share our main event promotion is running now. It started yesterday. I'll send you the link
Perfect.
and let's keep everybody posted because some Americans won it last time. Rachel Morris,
Oh yeah, and
yeah, and
Sharon
Sharon,
Bliss. Yep,
that's right. And they had a gorgeous time in Malta.
of
I
course.
saw, I saw them at some point at the Hilton lobby, enjoying a drink, enjoying themselves. The setting was beautiful, and I felt, wow, they're really having what we promised. So
I love that.
really, I felt really gracefully thankful.
Of course. And I'm going to tell our listeners that if you'd like to come up and make any comments or ask Yvonne any questions or me about the meetup game or Donna, please click on that bottom left request button and we'll get you up and listen to your questions and comments. We
You, you,
appreciate you
you can
tuning
ask
in.
me anything. It doesn't need to be poker.
Right, right. Now, I do have a question for you. Do you see, Donna, did you have a question, love?
Yeah.
Donna, did you have a
Hang
question?
on a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. How long is it now since the MPF first started?
Oh, it started in 2018, and we had the pandemic. In There was a year of hiatus, so
Yeah.
we've done 2018, 19, 20. We've This is our fourth year.
Awesome.
It
Yes,
Very good.
seems a lot. It seems a lot longer. I mean, I remember I was there for the first one, and the first one was amazing, and that's how I got to meet you through Cat.
yes. The first one we hired Cirque du Soleil. Well, I. Eh, we hired Cirque du Soleil performers, and they actually. I need to find those videos, and we need to share that material for sure, Donna, because uh, they were a great invention, and they did a 10-minute performance about poker, and they were doing their acrobatics. It was a show. I mean,
That's very
really.
cool.
Yeah, and that got us the cover of Bluff magazine. I did it because I really wanted media to notice our first Malta Poker Festival.
Sure.
So I came up with this, and it was very expensive.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and I,
Yes.
I hope you find the humor in it because
Yes.
I just think I think if we look back on it, it's very funny. But whose idea was it to have um, male dealers without shirts on?
Oh,
That was Battle of
uh,
Malta.
Say it again, Donna.
That
yeah,
was
that
Battle
did
of Malta.
that didn't happen in the casino that I work with. I am partners with Porto Maso Casino. That didn't happen there, and that didn't happen in any of my events.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, that did happen in Malta, and
Well, and I think
I
it's a
am.
look, Yvonne. I know at the time it was a big headache, so don't get me wrong. I just think we need to find the humor in it because it was just something that someone went into with the best of intentions that just turned out to be the worst thing. Sort of like bots, paying people to make bots. So don't take
Yeah.
my question the wrong way, and we're going to
No,
move
no,
on.
I'm not taking it in
Yeah,
any way because is not even related to me.
right.
I issue a statement as WPABP that promotes inclusion. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
actually, you can, listeners, you can check what my comment I issued about it. Can I do it actually? Can I will look for it.
I
The
mean,
comment I issued.
look, I don't feel like I don't want to obligate you to anything other than a short discussion about it because I like to find humor in things. And in retrospect, I think it's just, an unfortunate thing that went bad and it wasn't malice, full of malice. So I have Nosebleed came up here. Nosebleed, do you have a comment or question?
No, I just joined because I saw it on the top of my feed.
Well, I'm glad you did, bud. Let
I
me know if
have
you
the
have
quote.
Let me
Sorry.
know if you have a question or comment. Thanks, Nosebleed. Go ahead, Yvonne, if you feel necessary.
Okay, this is, yes. I found it online. It's at Poker News, and at the time, what I said is, as a voice for WPA, I want to make sure our point is served. The situation during this ladies' event was a very poor judgment decision from the organizers to create a marketing gimmick. It tarnishes all the hard work they put into the event. We are working to create an equal ratio in the poker industry to be taken seriously as women in poker, and sexualized dress codes for men or women are a topic that needs to be addressed. So that's all I'm going to say about this.
Right. And everybody at the time was on board and I made similar
Yeah,
comments.
but also,
Um,
I mean, we're selling poker, we're not selling Bibles. So it was
right.
a poor judgment, but
Yeah.
they recovered.
Yeah. And I
They
honestly,
recovered.
I just don't, like I said, it happened years ago. And, I think we have to find the humor in it, just like we do lots of things that don't go the way we want them to go. And
Well,
believe me,
I guess it put Malta on the map for the wrong reasons,
right?
but it
Well,
did.
who's quoted as saying all media coverage is good coverage, even the
Exactly.
not favorable coverage. So,
Yes.
it wasn't life or death. Nobody got killed or murdered. It was just a slip up of judgment, and you
Yeah.
know, and I know we all felt the same way at the time, and we just got to laugh about it and say, "Yeah, we learned from that. Let's
Well,
not do
not
that
only
again."
that, Sherry. Now, the WPA with Carrie Jane, we are going to do a Race It Up program and invite casinos to participate in our training for inclusivity. We need to train dealers, and
Right?
so this poor judgment also opens our eyes into
Absolutely.
where the industry is. I mean, nobody feels
Absolutely.
comfortable with that. We're here to play poker, and the more professional, the better we feel. I
Absolutely.
mean, with a little bit of fun, of course, and we're in a casino environment and it's a game. But yeah, there are things that belong to certain era that is not now okay. We are beyond that, and it's good that we all take it a bit seriously in a way.
Yeah. Well, and and at the time we should have. At the time we should have. And as time goes on, it's okay to let it go and just joke about it. Like
Yeah.
it's we've learned from it. The industry's learned from it. Operators have certainly learned from it, and I can't imagine anyone making that mistake again. And you know what? We just laugh about it. It's not that big of a deal. Nobody got hurt. To me, it's about perspective. Yes, we addressed it at the time, and yes, they rectified it. And guess what? It's all good.
Yeah, you are very nice, my
It's all
dear
good.
Sherry
I mean,
Peaches.
it is what it is. I mean, what are we going to do? Like throw the people off the edge of the cliff because they made a mistake? It's not that serious. Like,
I get it. I
let's,
get it.
yeah,
But
it's fine. All right,
yeah.
tell me what are you going to get to play uh,
Oh,
very
yes, I
much
want
or
to.
what?
Well, it's hard for me to play, but I always escape. I can even sometimes I multitask and I'm dealing with stuff of the tournament, but never the tournament itself, right? But the external aspects, the alcohol at the level
Sure.
22, this, that. So the bottles, the this, other stuff that involves the tournament. And I'm playing at the same time, and it's so difficult. So yeah, I love to do that, and I love to play as much as possible, but it's becoming harder and harder for me. But I
Right.
want to play the Wednesday, the bets on one bullet. That's one of my favorite tournaments.
I
It's
love it.
classic that frees out for 170. We put it at 5 p.m. now, so people after work. And keep in mind, Betson has their offices in Malta, so it's a tournament that has become the Betsonite tournament.
Awesome.
And the employees go to this tournament with all the pride. It's like a company event as well. And it's one bullet because it's a freeze out with
Right.
a 25,000 starting stack and 25-minute levels. So it's very playable as well. And I think this one is the one I want to play, and I would love to be present in the teachings of Jean David, for example, in the meetup with her.
Right.
I would love it so I can learn how to play mixed games.
Now
Imagine
tell.
the
Go ahead.
luxury to learn by this queen, to be taught by this queen is
And
so
she is
beautiful.
such a great communicator. It's going to be very easy to observe and absorb what she's going to offer. I'm telling you, you're going to appreciate every minute of her time. Tell me, Yvonne, about your cash games. Um, some places here in the States, they can only offer limit games. Some places can offer both limit and no limit cash games. What is offered at in Malta?
Well, this is beautiful about Portomaso Casino. Keep in mind, Portomaso Casino is the only casino in Malta that has been operating a poker room consistently. Other casinos just have a big poker event, whatever, but Portomaso is really the house of poker in Malta. This is where the community gathers to play tournaments. There's other casino that has good cash games and so on, but the tournament arena is Portomaso Casino for us locals. So they have perfected their poker room. So if you're in the cash games and you're talking to some MPF friends and you decide you want to play, they were telling me about this game, Bad Omaha, that it's the worst hand that wins. And I said, that's what I've been playing all along. That's my Omaha. So I think I might be really good at Bad Omaha. Uh, so,
I
uh,
love that.
so, so if you find friends that you can want to play Bad Omaha and you have 9 people, you ask to Mr. Jonathan Mikalev running the show or any of the floors,
Right.
and they will please you. this is the beauty about Malta Poker Festival. It's all about the friendship, and we are the catalysts for people to have fun and enjoy what Malta has to offer in terms of tourism, in terms of exploring the island as well, and paired with a five-star poker operation.
I love that, Yvonne. I absolutely love that. And, I know Donna's getting excited about going over. She can't stop talking about it. She's
Oh,
driving us
fantastic.
crazy. I joke, but I know she's excited to not miss
No, it's
for
my
another trip.
family.
Donna, aka the godmother of UK poker, uh, Donna is fantastic for MPF. Donna and I have been friends, and we are friends, and we support each other, and we chat about things. She's a great person to talk to, and being moms, and you have to have that support from your friends and with people you work as well is beautiful. Donna does a lot of moderation for MPF and runs a lot of social media for MPF, and she's getting into the live arena more and more. And now she's going to host an off-felt activity, which we will let you know at a later stage. We're preparing the ads and everything, and it's going to be
Okay, no
fantastic.
worries.
Oh,
No worries.
yes. Have I asked you?
No.
Okay, I thought I did.
No.
I,
Oops.
lo- I love that. I love
Oops.
that. Well, you've been asked now, Donna.
Oops, I did it again. Exactly. I see, Donna. Don't make me work so much, Donna. Asking all these approvals and all this stuff. Jeez.
I love
It's
it.
all right, I've got your back. Tell the family that I'm coming over so they better batten down the hatches and tell
Yes.
them I send them all my love. And I can't wait
Ye-
to see them.
who?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Danilo,
Yeah.
Jonathan, and everybody else.
Yes. Fantastic. Donna, we need you. Let's eat a lot because I really need it.
Yeah, I've already got a date anyway.
You already have a date?
Yeah, taking me out for dinner.
Eso, Donatella.
She's gonna be checking out as canon at some time, I think. But what do I know? Well, Yvonne, I appreciate you stopping by with us. Unless somebody else has any questions or comments, Donna, anything?
No, just that I love this woman to bits. Malta Poker Festival is my home, is my family. And the feedback that I've got from people saying to me, "Oh, are you going to Malta? I can't wait to see you in Malta. We've got X amount of people coming over to Malta," is amazing. From when it started to me passing the word out and really getting it going, it sort of blossomed. And I am so proud of this woman because I know what she goes through on day in, day out. I know how hard it is for a woman to get the sponsorship because it's difficult. It's difficult being a woman, especially a woman who runs their own festival when she's up against all the guys and they don't see it. But she's a fighter, and I'm in her corner always,
Very
Oh,
sweet.
as
thank you.
as
Thank you,
she knows.
Donna. Having you in my corner is the best thing. I love it.
Love you, Puerto Rico.
It's Puerto Rico. Yeah, that guy was off totally. Oof. Escalated. Oh. So, yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay,
I'm gonna just
let me tell our listeners the story.
go right ahead.
So, dear listeners, this is what happened. So, I am the event director of the Malta Poker Festival, and I'm just passing around the cash game tables. I am from Costa Rica, and some guy furious stands up and tells me, "Puerto Rico, come here." But in such a fury, of course, I'm Puerto Rico. I mean, I'm anything. I'm, whatever. I mean, just to de escalate this fury. And it ended up that the guy was furious because we didn't have stack surrender option. And I was like, yeah, that's interesting that you point that out. But then I discovered the anger of the guy that it was not even he didn't even, he passed already to day two. He was furious for someone else. And this is what I didn't understand completely about why he was so angry. He was in day two already. So this Puerto Rico story, so whenever someone like yeah, blows things out of proportion or something, Donna and I go, Puerto Rico.
I love that. I hope I can
Yeah.
remember that when I'm in
No,
your
don't.
presence.
No, don't remember. Don't remember. It's better.
Well, Yvonne, thank you for joining us and giving us everything Malta today.
I'm going to
So
have to
our
drop down a minute. Oh,
listeners,
Caitlin's phoned and I can't hear her.
maybe our listeners will get a chance to join you in Malta, April 22nd through 29th. I appreciate you joining us and giving us all the lowdown. Much love to you and your family. And thank you.
Thank you, Sherry, aka Peaches, and Donna, Dark Angel. You guys are awesome. And to our listeners, it was great to share this with you. We're preparing with much love, and stay tuned on Spaces, Twitter, our Facebook, the Malta Poker Festival. We do a lot of promotions, and you can win a package out of these raffles. I read one of these days that there was a woman in the 40s that specialized in winning raffles, and she actually, but in the end, she had profit EV just on sweepstakes and raffles. So I think it's a great source of a good, nice 2.5K euro package. Stay
Of
tuned.
course. Of course. Thank you. See everybody that listen. We appreciate you being with us.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Love you.